Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob, and welcome back to episode number 3 of the Los Angeles Clippers MyNBA series here on NBA 2K23. We rejoin the Clippers back on the road, this time in Oklahoma City. Clippers sit at 2-2 on the season, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are 0-4, so one of the winless teams left in basketball as they will face off here tonight. Very interesting game because literally 2 days ago, these exact same two teams did battle in the same arena, and the Clippers were able to win that one 140-108. So the Thunder looking for a little bit of redemption here tonight. Here are your starting lineups on the screen. Clippers and Thunder. That's the spotlight of tonight. Paul George, to see how well he can play. George spent 2 years of his career here in Oklahoma City before becoming a Los Angeles Clipper. So a little bit of a return for PG-13. We'll see if he can get his team the win, or will it be the Thunder, as we are live here in OKC for our next matchup at the Paycom Center as the Thunder win the tip-off, and they start off with the basketball. Number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, the center out of Gonzaga, with the basketball at the top of the key. He dishes it inside and gets it in. Nice layup there. As that one goes in, the Oklahoma City Thunder have the first points of the day. We'll see how the Clippers do with their first possession with the basketball. Wall brings it up. Zubac now in the post. He's backing down his man, strong Zubac, and he gets the bucket to go. Actually, goaltending there on Chet Holmgren. He touched the ball underneath the basket, so that's 2 points nonetheless, as Zubac just muscled his way past Holmgren. See if the Clippers will take advantage of that matchup. Right now, Josh Giddey at the top of the key, second-year man of Australia, has the ball, and he gives it up to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who goes inside, misses the short range. Clippers with the rebound, and John Wall pushing the pace the other way, tries to get inside, tries to get past Giddey, dishes it out to Leonard, who swings it around to Reggie Jackson, who's getting a start tonight at shooting guard. And now Wall in the paint, puts a couple moves on Giddey, and gets the ball to hit off of the backboard. John Wall has looked very good this season, did not play all of last year, and Wall has looked very good as a point guard this year for the Clippers. Los Angeles is hoping that he can keep that up as the season progresses, as Gilgeous dribbles outside and he misses the long-range three. Is now Reggie Jackson with the rebound, who gets the start. He dribbles it up. So Clippers starting 2 players who could potentially be point guards, as Paul George off the screen misses the three-pointer. As now ball goes back to the Thunder. Here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting inside. Nice pass to Giddey. Actually had a lane to the basket. Didn't take it. And instead, Giddey misses the hook shot. So nothing there for the Thunder. As the Clippers now currently lead 4-2. Wall's going to dish it inside. Zubac continues to just back away on Holmgren. But this time, George again off the screen. And he hits the three this time. Trey ball for PG-13. Nice assist there by Zubac. As Paul George so far on the season, 32.8 minutes, done very good so far on the road. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being guarded by John Wall. This is where the offense will travel through. It'll be Shai will touch the ball almost every single possession. As in the loss on Tuesday night, he had 32 points in that game. As look out, John Wall with a two-handed slam, clear path to the basket, and throws it down with authority. Clippers currently out to a 9-2 lead here early. The Thunder will call a timeout after a couple of minutes. Currently up by 7, and we're actually going to take this one to the end of the first quarter. Not a lot of big action in this one so far. The Clippers do lead 21-20 after a frame of basketball. As we'll start, though, with the second half, pick right back up with this team as Norman Powell brings it up off the court. Clippers so far tonight have 12 points in the perimeter, and then 16 points in the paint, as that's a nice one. Robert Covington gets the lob and throws it down. So Covington puts the Clippers up now by 3. As you can see, the Clippers currently on the floor will be Wall, Powell, Covington, George, and Leonard are your Clippers 5. As now here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a hook shot, gets it to go. Been a very busy start for Alexander, 11 points on 50% shooting. Like I said, the offense is going to run through him. Don't be surprised if he has a big game. 32 points 2 days ago, and he's going to need to do about that again if the Thunder want to win, as Wall misses the short range, and Alexander now with the rebounds going to dribble it to the other side. Wait for his team to set up, as here is Darius Bazley with the basketball, being guarded by Kawhi Leonard on that left side. Looks like they're trying to get Alexander open off ball. A couple of screens. He's going to get at the top of the key, but Wall is still there. Shot clock at 3 now. Alexander's got to put it up, and he doesn't get swatted. Covington with the rejection. And ends up right in the hands of a Thunder player, but couldn't get the ball off. As you can see it again, Covington just swatted that one out of there. So that'll be a shot clock violation. As the Clippers regain the ball, currently up by 1. Clippers started our season off 2-2. We saw them last action on opening night for them beat the Lakers pretty handily. They went 1-2 after that game, so looking to get back in the win column. Here's Leonard inside. He misses the short mid-ranger. Alexander with the rebound. He's going to push the pace. Runs into Wall at the top of the key, trying to get by him here. As he looks for something to happen, looks to get a screen from Giddey, and Alexander will create the separation. He'll hit the little 2, and that'll give the Thunder the lead once more. Alexander, 27.3 points per game so far to begin the season. Very good numbers for Alexander. He's really coming to know one of the brightest young stars in this league. He signed a contract extension before last season, and it's already starting to pay off. As on the other end, Paul George misses the left-hander. Rebound OKC. Here is Pokuševski with the board. He dishes it over to Alexander, who cuts to the right. Waiting for a play to develop, looking screen left side. Alexander takes it. There's Wall. Tries to cut him off. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and now we just kind of have to dish it around. Chet Holmgren with the ball, trying to get it to Alexander. Hands off to Giddey. Shot clock winding down, and Giddey throws up a 3. Rocks in and out. Covington with the rebound. Wall going to go the other way. Stops, looks to set up a play here. As like we said, Clippers did win the matchup 2 days ago. Shot 55% on the field, 29 assists. Very good team ball to beat the Thunder. As there's Kawhi Leonard with a deep 3. That's not good team basketball as that one goes out. Leonard's had a very quiet start to this game. Did not have a single point in the first quarter after his big game just 2 nights ago. And 23 points in that first matchup against the Clippers against the Thunder, excuse me, as the Thunder take a 3-point lead here. Clippers need to call timeout, need to reassess. And so during this timeout, we'll fast forward a little bit now. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Clippers still down by 1 to the Thunder. Here's Tre Mann bringing the ball up the court. Tre Mann now over to Dort. As Dort tries to drive inside, Leonard is there. Tough defense by Leonard. Going to be hard to get it going against him. As Kawhi with the rebound goes to push the pace, trying to get the Clippers a lead. Gets inside, dishes it out to Luke Kennard. Kennard, 3-point specialist, does not pull. Instead, it's Leonard back at the top of the key. Jackson inside, gets fouled, and misses the shot. So he will go to the line for 2 free throws. He looks to put the Clippers ahead. Jackson makes the first free throw. It's his 7th point of the night on 2 for 4 shooting. Jackson's been pretty good as well. Has played his first 4 games off the bench, but the Clippers, having some struggle with consistency in the early going, decide to give Jackson the start, and he makes both free throws and pushes the Clippers out in front. Has 8 points already on the night. As Tre Mann gets inside to Favors, Derek Favors, nice shot over Morris, but this won't go. Morris with the rebound, dish up to Jackson. The Clippers looking to potentially extend their lead here. 4 minutes to go in the first half of basketball. As Jackson on the ball, going to dish it over to Leonard. A long 2, and it goes in. And Kawhi Leonard with a long 2. We'll see if that can get him going. Is this another assist for Reggie Jackson? And the Clippers now lead by 3. See if the Thunder can get back on the scoreboard. Muscala for 3, in and outs. 3-point specialist can't get it to go. Nicholas Batum getting some minutes this game with the rebound. Pushes it up to Jackson. Jackson trying to spin his way inside. Just going to pull it back. Like to set up a play here. Gets it over to Kennard. Back to Jackson on the handoff. Gives it back over to Kennard. He's going to pull from 3, and he's got it. Luke Kennard with a 3-pointer. As Kennard pushes the Clippers' lead back up to 6. As they start to pull away a little bit from the Thunder. Thunder will call timeout. Realize they got to cut this momentum of the Clippers down by 6. And we'll actually take it to the end of the first half. Clippers have extended the lead now to 11. 50-39 going into the first half. We'll see if the Thunder can come back and get a win, or will the Clippers pull away with this one. Pretty even play of basketball in the early half, but recently it's been the struggles of scoring for the Thunder, as they have dropped now 11 behind the Clippers, and it's mostly been when Alexander is off the floor. He is really the lifeblood of this Thunder's offense, and they've got to find an answer for when Alexander needs a break, because right now they're down by 11 as we begin the second half of play. Clippers start off with the ball as here's Leonard gets double teamed, so he's going to dish it off to Zubac. Somebody's open. Here's George in the corner for three, and it's a swish. Corner three for PG. 13 gives the Clippers a 14-point lead. You can see the Thunder looking to double Kawhi there. Makes the veteran smart move. Finds the open man. Maneuvers the basketball around. And he extends this Clippers lead. So now Thunder with the first possession of the second half going to get something going. As here is Alexander who gets inside. And I'm going to call a reach-in foul on John Wall. Very interesting call. I thought Alexander was just a little bit out of control. But gets the call nonetheless. Stays with the Thunder. They will look to re-inbound the ball. Here's Giddey on that left side. Got 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gives it over to Dort. Tries to drive by George. Can't do it. Kawhi is also there. Gives it up to Giddey. Shot clock now at 2. He's got to throw up a 3. He does, and it's in and out. Bad possession there by the Thunder. As now the Clippers back with the ball. Looking to push to the other side is Jackson. Gives it over to George. Now in the other corner. 3. This one won't go. Can't hit from the right side. As that goes right to the arms of Giddey. Now the Thunder looking to quicken the pace again. Giddey gives it inside. There's Holmgren with a two-handed slam. The rookie out of Gonzaga throws it down. Beautiful pass as well by Giddey behind the head. Get a little bit of style points for that one as that cuts this into this Clippers lead a little bit. But on the other end, Zubac gets inside and finishes quickly with a left hand. Zubac ended up matched up against Alexander. That is not going to work out. Holmgren slow getting back after the jam. Rookie mistake there by the center. The Clippers now back up to 14, 55-41. Alexander looks for a screen at the top of the key, drives right, can't get by ball. Just going to give it up to Giddey, and now the Thunder, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get something going here. Giddey, time running out, going to have to pull again from 3, and this one also doesn't go. So the Thunder having a hard time on offense. It seems like if Alexander can't get it going on ISO, then the Clippers just kind of swarm, and the Thunder don't know where to go with the basketball. As there's a loose ball foul on Kawhi Leonard, and Josh Giddey, as we saw the numbers just a moment ago, has not been good at all today. He's way missed a lot of his shots. And the Thunder now back with the ball. Here is Giddey bringing it back up the court. Looks like they're trying to get Alexander off the ball to start. He gives a screen here to Giddey, gives it over to Holmgren. Alexander is inside. He's going to get the handoff from Chet, and Alexander drives inside, right hand slam. There's the quickness on display. Wall too slow to get around, and that results in 2 points. Alexander 21 on the night, and 16 of those coming inside the paint, so you see where he likes to do his damage. The Clippers back the ball. Zubac trying to back down. Holmgren just muscles his way inside, gives it over to Wall, who's underneath the basket. Nice layup there. John Wall gets those 2 points right back for the Clippers. Thunder down by 14 currently. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Giddey's going to give it over to Holmgren. Handoff now to Alexander. Alexander got a lot of men in the paint. He's got to give it the ball. He does. Wide open Holmgren, and the rookie can't get it to go. But Baisley with the rebound gets swatted, but no, they call a shooting foul on Reggie Jackson. So Thunder somehow make their way to the line as it's Darius Baisley for 2 free throws. First one is up and in. No substitutions here as they will keep all the starters in as Baisley goes for the second one. He does get it to go, so 2 points there for OKC to cut this to a 12-point deficit, trying to get it back underneath double digits once more. But the Clippers doing a pretty good job of matching what the Thunder get. Is now trying to set up a screen here off ball as they try to get PG open. Gets the ball at 3-point, doesn't pull. Instead tries to drive inside, goes over his defender, but he can't get it over Dort and into the basket. Holmgren with the rebound. This is a good chance for the Thunder to start cutting into this lead. Dort has it on the other end, tries to drive by George, gets swatted by Zubac. Zubac sends it right into the arms of Holmgren, and just like that, the Thunder only down by 10 here, trying to get a little bit of momentum going here in this third quarter. As now Wall and the Clippers try to reestablish themselves on offense. Jackson tries to cut inside, hop step, hands it off to George, goes up with it. Nice right hand, good vision there by Jackson to give it up to Paul George, who puts it in on the hook. George has had a pretty good game here. He's had a pretty good trip overall to OKC, as 2 nights ago in the same arena, Paul George put up 41 points As that alley-oop is not going to work, and now Reggie Jackson with the ball has a pass to the basket. Gets fouled hard, though, by Chet Holmgren. That's going to send Jackson to the line. Not a bad foul, though. He's going to make Jackson earn it at the stripe. He's got 8 points tonight. Gets his 9-point there with the free throw. Jackson also has 6 rebounds on tonight. Been very active on offense and on the rebounding. That's the second free throw by Jackson is up, and it is good. So that's double-digit points for Reggie Jackson as he pushes the Clippers lead back up to 14. Dort on the other end. There's Alexander off ball. Tries to drive. This time they're going to call a shooting foul on Reggie Jackson. So that'll send Shea to the line for 2 free throws, trying to match what the Clippers were able to do just a minute ago. As Alexander has had a heck of a night on the stat sheet. He's responsible for over 50% of OKC's points. But it hasn't resulted in much because he hasn't got much help on the offensive side of things. If it's not Alexander scoring, it's who knows who's scoring for this Thunder offense as he makes both free throws and cuts it back to a 12-point lead. So Clippers back with the ball on the other end. Here is Covington, going to swing it over to Paul George. Gets a screen from Zubac. George pulls up from the free throw stripe, in and out, but Zubac with the space inside finishes with the offensive board and the left-hand slam. You cannot be giving extra possessions to this Clippers offense, especially when you're down by 14. Holmgren has had a hard time tonight dealing with Zubac, and the Clippers have taken advantage going to Zubac often. Now he's going to have to work against him as Holmgren with the ball. Hands it off to Alexander, though. Alexander trying to drive inside, can't get it going. And just as here's what we're talking about, 4 seconds on the clock. Got to try to make something happen as Holmgren with 1, puts it up, and he gets no good. Thunder with another bad possession. Couldn't get Alexander open. It just results in no points. And now on the other end, George had a wide open Batum in the paint. Doesn't find him, though, as they'll kick it back out and look to reset for a play here. 10 seconds left to go on the Clippers shot clock as Jackson with the ball. Going a little bit of ISO, gets the pick and roll and finishes at the basket. Nice finish by Jackson. Takes the contact from Holmgren and still gets it to go. 12 points on the night for Reggie Jackson. He's been very good in the starting role tonight. Lead now up to 16 for the Clippers. As here's the Alexander offense trying to get by Jackson. Can't do it. Nice defense. Forces the miss. And now the Clippers looking to push the pace. They could extend their lead even more here as Jackson gets inside, pulls it back. Covington going to swing it over to Batum. Gives it back to George. George now to Jackson. Cuts inside. Nice feed to George, who gets by his defender into the stripe, into the paint. And the Clippers are on a 10-2 run in the past 2 minutes, and they've extended their lead. Now 18 points on the night. OKC, they need an answer, and they need an answer fast. So this one's going to get out of control in a hurry. Alexander dribbling against Jackson, trying to find a way past. Can't. Creates a little bit of separation, though. Nice use of the body to get a little bit of space. Alexander with 25 points on tonight. That's the highest score of the game. Kawhi Leonard currently the highest scorer for the Clippers with 17. He's really turned it on in that second quarter. As now Zubac muscles his way inside, but gets absolutely swatted by Holmgren. I thought Zubac was going to flush it on him, but nice defense to stick with it was Holmgren, and he gets the Thunder the ball back. Alexander now with the basketball, 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. They're going to try to feed him inside, trying to work against Zubac. That's a tough matchup. Instead, he just hands it off to Alexander. Drives, tries to get past Jackson, puts him in the spin cycle and gets it to go. Nice move by Gildress Alexander. Just spins by Jackson, puts it up. Now a 14-point lead in favor of the Thunders. Or in favor of the Clippers, as George pulls up for mid-range, misses. Another miss by the Clippers. Another chance for points by the Thunder. Pokusevski brings it up the court. He's going to pause now at the three-point line and gives the Holmgren over to Dort. As Dort tries to set up a screen here for this Thunder's offense. Get Alexander open. He does. Tries to drive inside. Finish with the left hand, and he can't. Ball misses. Rebound Covington. Now the Clippers trying to go the other way. We'll set up a play here. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jackson inside to Covington. Finishes. Nice left-handed finish there by Covington. 16-point lead for the Clippers. And that'll be a timeout for the Thunder. And we'll take it to the end of the third quarter. Clippers currently up 78-63 over the Thunder going into the final quarter of play. This one starting to become ugly. Now a 19-point lead here for the Clippers. They've been sitting handily here in the second half. Leonard finishes there, gives a 20-point lead here for LA with 3.5 to go. So this one is all but over, but it was a valiant effort for OKC, specifically for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough tonight. As bad pass there over to Giddey. It's going to lead to a jump ball here. Him and John Wall got tied up. So it'll be Giddey versus Wall for the jump ball. No rhyme intended, as this one is won by Giddey. Had the size advantage there. So now 7 seconds on the shot clock for Man. Man at the top of the key. 3 seconds now. He's going to have to pull and fire. He does with Wall all in his face, and he misses. Man with the miss. Trey Mann had a very good night just a couple of nights ago. 27 points in that loss. Thunder needed something like that tonight. They couldn't get it. And instead, now down by 20 after the foul. This one is all but over. The Clippers able to beat down the Thunder late, 101-79. Clippers will move to 3-2 on the young season, while the Thunder still search for that first win, now sitting 0-5. Player of the game awards go to Kawhi Leonard, who turned it on in the second half. We talked about how slow he was to start in the first quarter. Well, Leonard only needed 3 quarters of play to win player of the game. That's how good he is. Led this Clippers offense over the Thunder on a nice win. So they sweep the 2-game set on the road and look good in the process. Gilgeous-Alexander had 49 points in this game for the Thunder, but as you can see, nobody else in double digits. He just needs some help down there in OKC. Not sure when he'll get it, but he needs to continue to ball out in the meantime. Leonard led the way, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for us, 23 also for Paul George. Reggie Jackson also had 15 points in that win. Speaking of win, we net in the next one against the Pelicans, 135-113. So we built a little bit of a streak here. It's back-to-back wins now for the Clippers. And news around the NBA, injuries continue to pile up. DeAndre Ayton now bites the bug. 6 to 8 weeks he'll be out for the Suns. Next game, we lose to the Rockets by 1 at home, 112-111. But if you notice in this game, Leonard, Wall, Jackson, and George did not play. So only lose by 1. We don't have those 4 players playing. That's not a bad outcome. We did, though, bite our first injury. Robert Covington will be out 1 to 2 weeks with a deep right thigh bruise. So that's a little unfortunate for him. As next game, we will also face the Rockets. It'll be back at home. So actually, it'll be on the road, It'll be a road game against the Houston Rockets. We simmed the one at home. We're going to play the one on the road because I do want to play John Wall's return game to Houston as to get him a little bit of one of those revenge games. I love the revenge game narrative, but currently we did go 2-1 in this episode. So we currently sit 4-3 on the season. We'll see if we can start to pile up some more wins. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the episodes. I've been enjoying the series. It's been fun to get back into some basketball here on the channel. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.